Hey guys, what's up? It's Taryn. I'm here with just a quick commentary. So last night killed Star Augur, and then we went and did all of our farm. And I went ahead and said, okay, let's see how good of boss damage we can get. And we got a top world top like 20 for this boss, or no, for Spellblade, and a top 12 for this boss. So both bosses I am now hitting consistently over a million DPS. I'm going to kind of show you guys what to do in order to get that. So this is Tichondrius. This fight, everyone, I assume people kind of know what's going on, and I'm just going to show you how to get a maximum amount of boss damage during this fight. Talent-wise, we're running MG, Malefic Grasp, obviously. We're running Contagion, obviously. We're going to run Soul Harvest, and the reason why is because there are two phases where you pop out with a damage bonus, and Soul Harvest is multiplicative, so you want to stack that as much as you can. So we're going to run Soul Harvest. There's also points where we can kind of game it to get the extended duration with more ads and stuff, which is good. We're going to run, obviously we're going to run Supremacy, and then we're going to run Conduit. The reason why we're running Conduit is because every time you exit the bat phase, the night phase, he despawns all totems, which is technically what Soul Effigy is in the game. So he despawns all of those, which means we need to have, we can't really run it. When we come out of those night phases, we need to be like ... and then like go. We're laying into them because we got to take as much advantage of the Call the Night buff as you can. So not running Effigy. This is one of two fights that I recommend running Conduit. And yeah, let's see what happens. So first off, we're gonna see our opener here. It's gonna be a pretty low opener. The reason why we're not really doing a lot right here is we're waiting on this first soak to go out. Brand of Argus goes out about 12 seconds after the pull, so we're just waiting. We're just gonna chill out, wait. We're gonna deal minimal damage. You can see I'm only sitting at like 13th, so I get the brand here. I'm going to be the second break, so my damage, this is why I'm saying you want to wait and line it up. So while we're running back, we're going to Agony the ads, redot the boss, pop Soul Harvest, and we're going to start going to town. When I do this, I typically do a 5 UA dump, because I've got all those dots running, or all the agonies running, and you get a chance for echoes when you're doing this. It lets you take more advantage of your Soul Harvest. So there we go, redot, re-UA, and now these ads are going to come out. So what's going to happen here is you want to make sure that you've tagged them previously, so you're and those ads are going to have all the full ignites and whatever else is going on. So you really don't want to worry about doing too much damage to these. The whole point of these ads is to give you souls. All these ads give souls now, and they're giving you wrath, right? You want to pad a little bit extra. The little bit of extra non-boss damage that you can get out on this is you pop. You want to pop Reap right at around this point, right? You can see this Tainted Blood right here is almost about to die. You'd want to pop Reap right there so that the Soul Flame hits harder on all of them, but it doesn't really matter. So these are going to die. The pillar's going to spawn, and then we're going to eat the souls and go to town again. So again, I'm going to do a 5 UA rotation. The reason why is because I'm about to get agonies and stuff out. I got to move right here, so this is fine. We're going to move up. There's the break, move again, and then the little slime should spawn in just a second. You're not in a terrible rush to agony on these because they're not going to. It's not really any important damage. You want to agony this first set as you're going on, and then you just go back into boss. So we got a Whispers proc here, so we're going to be able to get a lot of damage in really quick. Some echoes going on, which is really good. There's the break. As a note, if you have a full line of UA running and there's a break happens and there's fire, don't move. You can out-heal. You can out-heal the fire, and the fire damage doesn't ramp up. So just sit there and drain until your stuff's done. And if people yell at you, tell them to, just put your sunglasses on and deal with it. Okay, so there's the next 6-pack of Bloods. I just kind of agony 2 of them to make sure that I get souls happening. So this is kind of a blunder right here. I am at no mana and I'm at 5 shards. This is bad. You never want to be in this situation. So what I do is about as good as what you can do to compromise. You get the 1 UA up, and then you life tap, and then you go right back to doing your UA. So Echo of the Night's about to happen, which means we got to run around the pillar. Again, kind of a blunder being capped, basically shard capped right here. So we get the UA out, run behind. And what's going to happen here is I'm going to do 1 UA, and then I'm going to just drain, because you can see, or 2 UA, there it is, and now I drain. Echoes of the Night, Illusionary Knight's about to go off, so I'm just trying to get as last little bit of damage that I can out of here. All your dots basically go away. So right here, your dots are not ticking. You'll see there's no dot damage. So the night phase. I only drain on this. The reason why is because drain is the most consistent damage that you can get to help your raid kill the first couple of bats. If you UA, so think about it this way, you cast UA, that's a 1.5 second base time. The next UA tick isn't for 2 seconds afterwards, so 3.5 seconds. In that time, you can get 3 drain ticks, which is actually more than the 1 UA tick that you can get. Average wise, it is more. So in the 5 seconds, you will only see 1 UA tick. In 5 seconds, you will see 5 drained soul ticks. So this is the reason why I drain soul. Here, you want to be using your reap as soon as you hit 12 souls. So you'll see, hopefully I'm not terrible and I do that. So make sure you have a good weak aura to track your soul count. These bats will start dying. So see right here. Okay, there's that reap. And we're going to try and just grab a soul so we can get the soul flame going, and this will help your raid. You can see, I mean, soul flame crits for 400 to 500k in my gear, so that's a big deal. All right, now we are going to get into position. While we're running into position, we pop our that was a really early reap. Don't reap the way I did there. That's just kind of a habit. Run in position. While you're running into your position, you dot, and then you start unloading, pop soul harvest, and go to town. So 4, 5, I do a 5 here, and you just drain. You drain. You can see this is why we're taking soul harvest. UA is now critting for like 2 mil, right? I moved right there. It's kind of a blunder. So these ads, after this point, you're going to start bringing the ads out. I will agony the ads, and I will agony to trigger to tag the other 2 mobs, and then I basically ignore everything here. So I make sure I agony all 3 just so I get the shards coming in. The life tapping there is a bit of a blunder, but it's alright, it's recoverable. So we do a 4, you can see we're shard capped already. I should be re-UAing, see, redo the UA. Redotting, reaping, kind of, again, this is really sloppy here, but it still works out in the end because we do so much damage at the end. So, okay. You can see I'm not touching the mobs yet. I'm draining. I'm not touching them. I'm getting ready. Okay, so we're moving. We're going to agony. Yeah, so I did really smart thing there is you can drain snipe these while you're getting in position. I don't have any UAs rolling, and this is a way to get a couple more shards. All right, cool. Back on the boss. My cast bar is bugged right now. I'm not sure. It's probably an LVUI, the update that I need to do. Okay, we got a Whispers proc, so we're going to try and take advantage of that, dot, and then we're going to try and get fill up on UA. Let's see, we got a full UA run right there. And now we're just draining. Okay, putting agonies all around. Reason why is because, again, we're trying to make sure we tag those, and we can get a couple of extra shards when we have that many going on. And this is just like the Ehan Whispers procs going on right here. So, okay, kind of move forward, make sure we get this popped, and again, dot these up. Kind of screwy that we're so far back. That's really unfortunate. We're not supposed to be this far back, but it's all right. It's kind of a raid positioning thing. And again, we just keep draining. So during this phase 2, you're going to have an almost permanent wrath stack. So again, I only have 2 UA going right there. Again, the reason why is because he deletes all your dots, so you want to just get all that damage in. So Go back to draining, and this is the night phase. So the night phase, like, you can help your raid out by trying to make sure you get a soul, you know, after around 5 or 6, or a little buff, but it's not as important as just trying to, I get hit there, popped human racial, no big deal. It's not as important. We're worried about boss tatting right now. We're not worried about other things. So, all right. So this is hero, pot, and do damage, right? So we're gonna redot, pot, and now we're just laying into him. So coming up into here, we're gonna have the one ad that we're gonna actually focus is the big caster. It's the only reason why we're worried about that is because he can mess up the raid. Plus, if we delete him quick enough, we can that can be our way that we tag things. So okay, so we tag those 2 bloods. We tag everything. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. I don't know exactly how long these ads live because I'm not really paying much attention. Delete the ad, turn back, and now we kill the boss. This is the rest of the mechanics. So we do the strat after those ads die. Or after on phase 3, you ignore the brands. And now we just tunnel the boss. And that's pretty much it. From here on out, you want to maximize your reap up time. Okay, so this is kind of something. So running back behind this pillar was going to take entirely too long. So instead, pop cooldown and drain. Because you can do that. If your healers are smart, they'll let you do that. It'll be all right. If not, you save your health stone for that. And there you go. This parse, pulling up on Warcraft logs. So that's overall damage and Tichondrius damage, 1 mil. And that's about it. So yeah, thanks. If you got any questions, I'll try and do a couple more of these over the next little while. And thanks for watching.